Let's see if this works. It's a little slow. There we go. Well, that's one way. I modified one of these. Actually, this is the standard one, or the standard, you know, and it's pretty heavy and all that. I already taken there's like a metal thing in it. I should probably actually have kept those metal pieces, because I could actually have used them for like this one. I would like to have something heavy so it stays right. But anyway, I threw them out sadly. But there's some pretty around 200 grams or something like that inside that makes them heavy, that so they feel like they're very good, right? Very, no cheap and all that. This was this one. I've taken everything out and made a speaker out of it, and it's just connected to this little guy inside the computer. It's connecting to that little guy. I actually didn't think it would work, but it actually does. It's pretty good, and it actually has 2 inputs, but I haven't. It doesn't seem like it's a big issue overall. So here we have my Bluetti, and I'm testing some batteries. See if that's actually, is it finished? Apparently, sometimes it doesn't work. Well, actually, a lot of times when I'm testing batteries, it just seems to fail. There we go. Let's put it to testing mode again. Sadly, it looks pretty good in regards of, but then it can get into some issues when you. Now it stopped again to. It's like now it's just charging. I don't know why it's doing it. You know, so it's failing a good amount of time. I don't know if it's because it's not so good or whatever. It started out pretty good. Now it stopped again. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Let's try again. So yeah, that's very sad, because you know, the idea is that it can test the battery, but sadly it tends to stop working. So here's my Bluetti, and this is some Lego thing. I've made like a 12 volt Lego. It's made for 9 volt, this Lego thing, but you know, I guess it's not the most cheap thing too. I was thinking of fixing it over here, but it works. The screen is running on it, and the fan is running on it as well as this here. But if I take it up, it turns off. And if I plug it in, it makes noise again. It's not the, I just, modified LP motor, which I put a 230 volt fan, whatever, but it's not centered, as you can hear. But it's working, it's working. Whatever, I can always throw it out. It's no loss, but it's working in regards to, just don't put it opposite, because then you make a shortcut. Although I don't know if you can see this temperature and overload, and so that's the Bluetti at the moment, and apparently there's no input. I have no idea why the input is not working at the moment. It should work. I don't know if it's because it's overheated that it has a problem or something like that. There should be coming something into the system, but apparently not. And it is, it's not direct, but there's sunlight outside, so I'm not sure what is going on. I do have some things where I can check it, if I recall correctly. Where's that? Up here. Let's see here. Let's see here. I made this thing here. So this is also one of these stupid things with the Bluetti, is that the plug for the inside here is not clicking. It's very loose, The Bluetti plug is so loose, so you can just, really easily take it out, because it's not clicking like these. I found out buying these other kind of plugs. Like, try listening to this if I can make it Like you put it in here. Okay, whatever, just one of them. Okay, like listen to this. Maybe I should just turn off the fan here. Okay, I'll try again. So these are the plugs here, right? Try again. It's a little hard with one hand. I couldn't hear it, but you know, it's a click. It's like it's clicking. You see, it's like going in, and you can't just, you know, it's sitting there. It's you need to pull, so it's actually going in, and you can click. It's clicking in. So that's much better than what the Bluetti has, where you can just, you know, you can't do that with the other one because it's you need to pull. You know, you need to give it some strength. So that's much better. I don't know what they were thinking about. Anyway, it's still not. Let's see here. I wanted to check the voltage because I don't know what it should have. There should be coming. You know, there should be connections. So I don't know if it's because it's too hot or something like that. This just stops charging. I'll see here if we can turn it on here and something like that or something. Let's just put it over here. Oops. Oh no. No. That's typical. Now I can put it at the moment. And over here. I'll just see here what we. Nope. Oh my, it's just terrible. Well, we can do it this way. I can just. There we go. Oh, terrible. Let's try over here. I'll just see if I can check the. Let's see here. Well, it's 20.9. It's like 18.8. That was 22.8 is the. Yeah, so I should be. Well, at least it does have connection, so it must be the Bluetti that is not accepting the wattage at the moment. I don't know why. I could try to plug in the battery that is full here. It's the battery. Let's try to put that in and see if it's going to charge. Nope. So I'm not sure what is going on with the Bluetti, but apparently clearly it's not the solar panels and all that, and it's so we'll see. So the Bluetti at the moment, as it goes, is not doing much. And the only thing I was doing was testing the heater here, and I was trying to get it to temperature. It's also overloaded in regards of, you know, and I guess I can, there we go, we remove the temperature. I'm not sure in regards to the temperature how you last time it just removed itself around an hour or something like that. What is interesting with the Bluetti, you know, I'm testing different things, and what is interesting with the Bluetti is that even if it says it goes up to the temperature and it says, oh, it's too hot and all that, right? Yet when you stop the 230, you know, and don't use this, and I can't use it on the maximum. I can only use it on the first. You know, it's like sometimes it says 600 watts, sometimes it says 700 watts. I'm not sure why that is. And I even had it where it was saying under 100 watts. Which apparently the Bluetti must be wrong in regards of its calculation. 2 seconds. I'm just getting to the point, I guess, testing the Bluetti out in different ways. It's not like, you know, I've been pretty satisfied with it on some levels, but there's also clearly some things that is just totally stupid, you know? Like the temperature. Like if the Bluetti is too hot, why is it why wouldn't the fans continue to run? That doesn't make any sense at all. Why would the fans not run if it's too hot? Like, isn't the idea of a system, if it gets too hot, that you have some fans that can run? And of course the fans are also pretty noisy. So, but anyway, this is my side of the Bluetti. I've been doing a little drilling, because I found out that the air outtake actually can become a lot better. Maybe not a lot, but it can become better. Now, I actually found out, now usually you have this thing on it, which is still on the other side, on the outtake. This is the intake. So the intake have this thing where you have, grills, and I'm like, you have so small grills, right? So what I did, I took the screws out and I opened it up and I put a paper that is still sitting there. Yeah, I don't have a measurement thing in regards of. Oh, what's that? What's that? Just a picture. Okay. So, yep. Oh, I turn around. It's not the picture. I want to turn the camera around. So as you can see, I have a paper here. And the thing is, I was testing that. See here. You can also see the grills. And you can see there's not much. There's not much. It's hard to see the holes, but there's some holes there. Oh, we have some high temperature thing in regards to the mobile, as typical. But anyway, so when you turn it on and all that, you see the paper move, and I had some centimeters and looking in regards of it, and I found out that if you actually have this on, where the grills are on, and it would, if you open this up just a little, it would actually move more. You would get, the paper would move more to this direction, so it was clearly blowing more air out, which of course is not a surprise. Interestingly enough, now that I've taken this grill off, is that when you actually put it on, it actually further, usually if I took it just and stood it like this, so it was opened, it would blow more oxygen out, move more oxygen out than it did, when you closed it, right? But now when you put this on, you get further boost. But of course, it's directing the wind, and getting the wind from the right direction and moving into the system and all that. But apparently, it's a further boost. Apparently, so that was interesting to see. Now there are some holes as well on the Bluetti here, and I've measured it, and you can actually get some standard metal things. Let's see if we can find it here. Yeah, you can get some. Let's see here. You can get these kinds of pieces here. 87 millimeters is what you need for this, and you could then put some small screws in it. As far as I can see, there's room. You can put screws in it without hitting anything inside of it, as far as I can see. But I haven't fixed it. But I put some of this elephant thing on one of the places, and then I closed it and to see if it was hitting anything, and it didn't seem like it was hitting anything. So and we have some battery, we have some we clearly have some, oh no, we're typical,